Hey guys, it's Valeska. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. If you're a fan, sorry I've been gone so long, but here I am. I'm back in all my ratchet gloriness. Shout out to the roommate in the back. She's sleeping, but I'm the worst, so I'm gonna record anyway. Haha. Anyway, so today's video is mainly gonna be just me doing my makeup with a bunch of new products that I've recently picked up and just kind of, get back on the scene because, I've been gone for so long. So starting at the first new product I've recently purchased is the Wet n Wild Dewy Luminix primer. As you all know, I'm really into very matte looks, but I thought, you know what, I'll be oily anyway, so I'm gonna give Dewy a try. So like I said, I've already primed my face and my brows have already been done off camera. I've done this because you guys have seen me do my brows so many times, there's no need to do them on camera. So, my foundation of choice is my handy dandy go-to Black Radiance in the shade Cashmere. I use this foundation all the time. I know y'all are sick of seeing it, but guess what? I don't care. So, yeah. Also, disclaimer for those who are new. The foundation goes on like it's too light for my skin, like it's very orangey, but I promise you once blended in and oxidized, it's literally like almost a perfect match. Like, it is my go-to foundation. Also, can we please talk about the fact that it is only $4? Thor. That is the cheapest foundation I've ever bought in my life, like ever. And I got it from my local Walmart. Okay, sis, secure the lace. You playing. I'm gonna need you to get this together because I ain't got time for this. Better tuck or do something. But no, in all seriousness, yeah, this is like my favorite foundation. This is actually the second bottle I went through in the past few months because this is like become my go-to. I barely even touch my other foundations, not even my Fenty, because this one is so good. And like I said, it's so inexpensive. It used to be just my summer foundation, but I've been using it like for all seasons recently because it's like that. Oh my bruh, tell me why I didn't even know I did that. I'm the worst. Why didn't no one stop me? I'm weak. Okay, so now I ain't even playing this, y'all. They tell me I'm the worst, I promise you. But we're gonna take my Beauty Creations silicone sponge that is still dirty. I ain't cleaned it. Probably gonna be broken out by tomorrow. But yeah, it's continuing to work in and blend because I don't want to be streaky, nor do I want it to be uneven. Also, in addition to that, this foundation is a pretty full coverage, but it is buildable. So I like to add a little bit more just in areas where I know I get the most oily or whatever my problem areas, to really work that in so I have extra cushion, so yeah, I'm gonna blend that in. Don't want to have any places left untouched because I know in one of my videos my chin was looking a little suspect and y'all were not gonna tell me, like some friends. Wow, guys. Wow. So yeah, just continue to blend it out. Also, I know you guys were a little concerned when you first saw me put the foundation on, but I told y'all it'd be my shade. Okay, so now I'm going into contour, and I'm using my same Sephora brand concealer in the shade Devil's Food, my go-to, trusted and true. And I just work that into my cheekbones because they're huge, and use it to carve out my forehead. And so I'm just going to take that same beauty blender that is also not clean, but I promise my next video I will have more clean tools for these videos. But yeah, I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to apply at least a few pumps of my e.l.f. setting spray just to dampen it up a bit for a better blends. And we're going to get the blend in. Tappy tap tap all down the cheeks and forehead. on it nice and even. Get that forehead. Looks so extra. Oh, this is getting intense. I really gotta work that in. Touching up the eyebrows for whatever reason. I guess I was not satisfied, but it's cool. As long as they come together, that's all that matters, sis. Do you. I don't even know why I patted my nose. I did not even contour there. Alright, so I'm gonna apply my first set of setting spray, the e.l.f. And I'm just gonna pat in all the excess. Okay, so now moving on to highlight, and I'm going to be using the concealer from my NYX contour quad, as you can see. And I'm just going to be working that in under my eyes. We going all out today. I never on a regular basis get to put on this much makeup anymore. So we showing out for this video, y'all. Hey, get it. Hey, talk to them. Talk to them. Hey. I don't even remember what song this was, but I was lit. Okay. Okay, y'all. So, as you see, I'm just going with my oval brush to really blend everything in there. Get it right, get it tight. Okay, and then I'm going to go on with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. And use it as an eye primer. This is also the same concealer. Yeah, I can't speak. I'm so sorry. This is the same concealer that I use to carve out my eyes when filling them in as well. Also, I just like to give a little small disclaimer and apologize for my before recording. My show was all in the background. I'm so sorry. But y'all, I just started watching this show, The Bold Type. And it is so good. Like, I don't know why I never heard of this before. Like, I'm obsessed. Okay, so I'm going in with my Kat Von D quad. And I have not, surprisingly, I have not used this in a very long time. And I don't know why. But I'm going to be using the darkest shade in the quad. They don't really have names, so I don't know what you would call this. There's no name for this, but it's the darker shade next to the orange. And I'm going to be using that as like a transition shade. But, yeah, going back to the show, The Bold Type. Okay, so if most of you aren't aware, I'm a fashion marketing student. And I do a little bit of blogging on the side, but I don't know if I can really classify myself as a blogger just yet. But I really am passionate about writing. And in the future, my end goal is to one day work for Vogue. As ridiculous as that sounds, or it could be, a sense of hope for some people, but it's something that I really want to do. And this show is all about 3 girls that just finally got through interning and then working their way up to be assistants and are now on the editing scene and social media scenes for this magazine in New York. So I'm vibing with it and I really like it. I recommend. It's on Hulu, guys. I also think they played it on Freeform, but I didn't watch the show when it was on TV because I don't really watch actual cable like that. But it's really good. Oh, and for anyone wondering, the powder I'm using is the Ruby Kisses Banana Powder. I've never used this before today. I just got it from Walmart not so long ago, and I'm trying out to see what it's like. And I also picked me up a Real Technique sponge, y'all. I'm official now. But you'll also notice that I applied the powder to the lid first versus using the jar, because this is a very small jar and I didn't want to use too much. So, really? So as that sets, I decided that I'm just going to go in with another palette that for some reason I have not touched in forever, and that is the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. It smells so good. It smells like peaches. But I don't know why I haven't used this in so long, because last summer, this was literally my favorite palette. Like, I used it so much. But yeah, I'm just going to go on with that while my face bakes and sets and what have you. Also, y'all, peep my roommate in the back. We're actually not roommates now. We're like housemates. I actually moved out of that room and moved into another one, the other room in our house. But y'all ain't know that because I've been gone for a while. But my next video, you guys will notice the scenery is slightly different. But it's cool. I don't even have my lights and stuff up. I've gotten lazy. But oh yeah, and in honor of using the Too Faced palette, I decided to whip out my Better Than Sex mascara. So, little Too Faced feature there. Okay, so now, before I start the process of removing the baking powder, I want to first show you guys what I'll be removing it with. It's a new technique that I just recently got from another YouTuber I've been watching recently. I can't think of her name because she's still fairly new. I feel so bad I have to look her up, but she's pretty dope from what I've seen so far. And she takes the black Radiance powder and brushes out her excess so that it's not ghostly, while Alyssa could just throw it around. So the item I just dropped and threw like it was nothing was my Fenty Beauty Killawatt highlighter and Trophy Wife, which is my highlight of choice today. Well, one of them. Don't be like me. Be careful with it because this is like a $30 or was it $40 highlight. I don't know why I'm playing like I had money to just replace things. So I'm also going to go in with my Beauty Creations highlighter just to kind of intensify it. Not that I don't like the Fenty Beauty by itself. It's just, it's a tad more glittery than I would like. I mean, I still love it. It's just, I'm more so into like one big glow versus sporadic pieces of it, if that makes sense. You know. So. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with a new lipstick that I just recently got. It's by Milani. It's in the shade number 42. And this is also my first time ever using this. This is what it looks like swatched. It's like a burgundy type velvety red. It gave me, I'm not gonna lie, like it gave me a little bit of troubles. So I kind of had to like finesse it a little bit. But I mean, you'll see. You'll see how I got it to somewhat work. Like, I don't know. I think it's because my lips are so tiny. I don't know. That it didn't want to cooperate. Like, I keep having to, like, wipe the edges. Like, I probably should have used a liner first, maybe. But, I don't know. I thought because of the wand in the lipstick, I would be able to finesse it without having to use a liner. But I was mistaken. So, as you see, I'm going in with, like, my concealer, trying to carve, and I keep wiping, and I'm having to blend, and all kinds of extra mess that I shouldn't have to be dealing with. But, I mean, we'll get it to work. That's all that matters. Like, this, I promise you guys, just bear with me. It does come together. I eventually figure it out and get it to work through a bunch of trial and error, but it comes together. Like, look at me, I'm over here trying to blend in stuff. I done pulled out the beauty blender. Like, it's gotten that serious. We're to that point, ladies and gentlemen. And like, you see, it looks somewhat decent now on the camera, but in real life it was still looking a little crazy. Like, it left like this cast of pink along like the sides of my mouth. So I had to go in and still try to fix it. And I'm using the smaller angled brush. But see, it turned out nice. I applied a little gloss on top, you know, a little something. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and bearing with me. This is the end result. And stay tuned for my next video. Bye.